As you probably know, I've been playing with a lot of AI tools recently and just working on building things that can make my life easier. So, what I realized is that there has to be a better way for me to produce content. I spend a lot of time thinking about content, writing content, thinking about video ideas, then obviously recording. And I said there has to be a better way. So, in this video, I'm going to share with you a new method that I set up using Monday, Claude, and Fathom to really help streamline my content creation. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tara. I'm the founder of a company called Simpleday. Over the last 4 years, we've helped hundreds of companies get started with and implement custom implementations for Monday.com. If you need any assistance, my contact information is in the description below, and I'd love to meet with you. Before I jump in and show you how I get about 20 content ideas automatically every single week, I just want to give you a little bit of background. So throughout the week, I will speak to a lot of current clients as well as potential clients, and all of that information is recorded on Fathom. And I found myself wondering, is there a way that we can use this information for our content? Meaning there's so many things that I say, and it would be really helpful if we can somehow use this. Additionally, going the traditional route of doing keyword research and coming up with ideas and planning scripts and planning posts, there's definitely better ways to do it because it's really, really time consuming. So let's jump into Claude and I'll show you exactly what I did. For this demo, I'm working in Claude Desktop. I personally prefer that version, and I'm working in Cowork. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to connect all your tools. If you go to Customize and then Connect your apps, you can see here all of the different options of apps that you can connect to. So essentially, all that you need to do is connect your different apps. Now, I've already connected the tools that I'm using for this process that I want to show you. So number one is I connected Fathom, which is where I record all of my calls. Number two, I've connected Monday, which is where I keep track of all of my content ideas. So once you have everything connected, what you need to do is you need to create a scheduled task. Within Claude, you can see here that if I click on scheduled, I have scheduled all the things that I've scheduled. So here I have my weekly content batch, and I essentially wrote this out using Claude. It wrote it as a skill. So I used Claude to write this as a skill, and then I simply scheduled it. So basically, essentially, you don't need to read all of this long thing, but essentially what it does is it listens to all of my recordings that I had throughout the whole week on Fathom. Then it creates ideas for LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, YouTube posts, and it puts them in a Monday board. So let me show you how it works. Here's a scheduled task, which is based on a skill within Claude. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how it shows up in my Monday board. Here you can see that I have this board called Content Ideas from Calls. I actually had Claude build this board for me as we were building out this skill. And what it does is it essentially, like I said, takes all of my calls from Fathom and gives me ideas for it. Now, it divides it between which format it should be. So I have different formats, YouTube long ideas, YouTube short, YouTube posts. It comes up with the title. And then if you click on the update, so here you can see the information. So for example, here it's saying 4 conversations this week about certain things, and it groups my information together to come up with ideas for different posts. So these are ideas for LinkedIn, and you could see it's obviously telling me, not to have any certain things not mention, strip away any client information, but it gives me all of the information that I would need. And here you can see I have all information from previous weeks. Here's 60 seconds about something that broke this week. So just different ideas based on the skill. All that I did was give Claude my brand guide, and I also helped build the skill of how do I sound? What should my LinkedIn post be like? What should my YouTube videos be like for the scripts? Help me take the ideas that you can find in Fathom and put them into Monday. So it actually, for me, has really been a time saver because now I have all these ideas and this is just where I start. Obviously, I don't just take these directly and just post them, but this is where I start. Having the ideas from things that I've done over the last week is super helpful. So again, all you need to do is connect your recording tool, whatever you're using, to Claude, connect Monday or your project management tool to Claude, build the skill, schedule the task, and then test it. And then obviously there's definitely iterations until you get it exactly how you want, but it's pretty straightforward. So I definitely recommend that if you need help with content ideas, that you try building a workflow with this, like this. And if you need any help, feel free to get in touch. We'd be happy to help you. I'll see you in the next video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and remember to subscribe to receive tips and tricks on how to use Monday.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.